This is the streets, and I am the trap. Standing ovations. Black Jesus. Black Jesus. Hey, fuck Michael Rappaport. Black Jesus. Jesus coming back. Zip like that. Laid on my waistline's where I kept that strap. Hey. I damn remember nice. I damn near went crazy. I had to get it right. Now I'm your favorite tuber's favorite tuber. Absolute truth. Yeah, no joke. Who, me? I emerged from the crack smoke. They feel my pain. They at my shows. So yeah, man. I'm back up in there, bitch, man. Hey. So apparently Putin came out and said Jesus is black. Now that's something I believe for a long time. Something, honestly, a lot of white people I know believe. You feel what I'm saying? You just like put two and two together, it makes sense. He kind of probably was black. But see, they don't put that on the news. See, the whole reason I came over here, I figured this was good video for the alternate channel. Cause that one's not really that shadow banned. It just don't have nobody following it. So I could say shit like this on here and make it on brand for that channel. You notice how the CIA came out and they said, oh, we're putting advertisements in Russia. We're trying to recruit people in Russia. There's a whole bunch of terrorism starts happening. You start hearing shit through the grapevine that there's civil war in Russia now. Yeah, son. I remember one time in my whole life, I think, where I heard of a mass shooting in either Russia or the Soviet Union. Infatuation with birds. I watch Animal Planet. It's dope digital. I like a motion picture. It's dope digital. There was one time in my life where anywhere in Russia or the former Soviet Union a mass shooting happened. I'm not talking about no war, none of that. I'm talking about someone went to school and shot a whole bunch of shit. If I remember right, it was in Chechnya or Georgia. I don't think it was in Russia, but I think it was in Chechnya or Georgia, if I remember right. And there's basically a bunch of motherfuckers who went into school and took a whole bunch of hostages and wound up killing a whole bunch of people. It might have been in Russia, but I think it was in Georgia. It was in Georgia, Chechnya. It was somewhere in the former Soviet Union. It was one time. I was in like 5th grade, I think. That is some shit that don't really be happening over there. But then it happens as soon as the CIA decides to start trying to recruit shit, right? Now, before that time I spoke of where some point someone somewhere in the former Soviet Union they used there was a mass shooting or something, right? During the days of the Berlin Wall, one thing that was very common was a lot of mass shootings to be used as a scare tactic to force people hand with shit. It was used as like a form of retaliation when things ain't go a certain way, whatever the case. But it was done by I forget if it was the Vanguard Party. Vanguard was something. It was something in line with communism. I'm not too 100% on what it was, but it was some type of thing. Because I remember like looking it up on Wikipedia when I actually figured this out. I started realizing, I said, yo, mass shootings go all the way back to like those time-based periods where, like, if I remember right, it was not just Russia's side. We were doing it too. Where like we stage a mass shooting in this part of fucking Germany or this part of Germany. Like, they do the same shit. Like, so that's why, like, with the shit going on here in America, I'm like, listen, that is a very well documented tactic that goes back for decades of shit that, you know, various groups in power have done to other groups in power or civilian populaces to destabilize things, get things to go their way, whatever the case is. We cannot have an unarmed populace. That is not something that's going to be kosher. I'm going to let you know that. If you think that's going to be all hunky-dory, man, like, listen, you're going to be wishing we could go back to it. I'm just saying. Guns don't kill people, people kill people, and they're still going to kill people if there's no guns. And I'd rather have one go real quick in and out my fucking head and just have like a switch turned off on my life than get hacked to death with a fucking chainsaw. You feel what I'm saying? I'd rather have that happen. Like, think about, like, some of the most deadliest shit that's happened was when it was not just a mass shooting, but they ran people over with vehicles too. Think about that. Either way, that's starting to get into a side mission, but you know, every day when I'm talking out here, when I'm doing shit, when I'm preaching, it's for us to go farther. You feel me? So I felt I had to do this. I had to do this. It was my responsibility to y'all, to this country, to the environment, all this shit, man. It was my responsibility to do this right here. Now I'm gonna let y'all know, right? A lot of people get fucked up. I don't know if we had anything to do with that terrorist attack in Russia. But I wouldn't be surprised. And it's very strange, isn't it? That's literally like a month after we started saying, oh, the CIA is going to try to recruit Russians. A month later this happened. I don't believe in coincidences, man. I'm out this bitch.